Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and I want to talk about people who are moving away from Dungeons & Dragons to play OSR. And I specifically wanted to talk about this gentleman's video from We Love TTRPGs. He did a 1 minute, very freighted 1 minute short, which I have literally done a video on every sentence in that short. And this is I believe this is the last one. And I wanted to address this thing he said. So this is a gentleman who is trying to bring people to OSR games and saying, hey, and his short was, don't let problematic content keep you from playing OSR games. And I love this short because so many grognards don't even acknowledge that the problematic content is there. So the thing that was really different about this guy is he's like, I'm aware that these 80s OSR games have problematic content, and I still want to recruit you to play them, right? And so one, he was very intellectually honest, and I was very thankful for his video because he gave ground that a lot of grognards don't give. A lot of grognards don't even acknowledge that this problematic content is there. But so let's talk about the last sentence that he has in this video, and that is he says about these 80s OSR games that he wants you to play instead of playing fixed modern versions of these games, is he said they're a form of escapism that might expose you to valuable moral lessons. All right, now, okay, first of all, I loved all the language in this short. Like, I love that this guy really went for a huge subject and tackled it in a 1 minute video, because I think that's the future of YouTube, right? I'm a YouTube commentator. He's a YouTube commentator. I love when people take risks with this platform and do something real with it. And that's what this short was. And that's why I made a video to address literally every sentence he said in this, right? Because I thought it was just really, it was a great video. He's wrong 100%. He's wrong in every single sentence, but his intent is pure. And I think he's a good guy. And I think what he said here was warranted talking about it in this level of depth. So let's talk about this concept. So first of all, he says they're a form of escapism. Wrong. That is a wrong sandwich with wrong spread on it, wrong slices, cut with a wrong knife. It's just wrong at every single level. And this is why I detest people saying that Dungeons & Dragons is a game. I detest that people saying the point of Dungeons & Dragons is for everybody to have fun. And I detest people saying that Dungeons & Dragons is escapism. It's none of those things. It's not a game, in my humble opinion. It is not about fun. And it is not escapism, right? And here's my issue with all of this, okay? If you say that it's escapism, first of all, you're saying your life sucks, that you need to escape your life. And that's not, like, do you have somebody you love? Do you have something you're passionate about? Do you have something you're proud of, right? If you have those things, you don't need to escape, right? And here's the other thing is, right, like, I'm a stand-up guy, right? Like, I love Jesus Christ, and I try to do the right thing every day, right? And one of the things I do is, like, I'm a teetotaler. I don't escape my life, right? Like, I can go get drunk. I could use some kind of recreational substance. People who do that suck. You suck, right? If you need to go to the bottle or you need to go to 420 or something, you suck, right? And if you're just using Dungeons & Dragons to replace the bottle or replace 420, you suck. I don't suck, right? I don't escape my life, right? I live my life, and this is what I'm saying. Dungeons & Dragons is about improving yourself. Dungeons & Dragons is about powerful narrative. Dungeons & Dragons is about memorable stories. It's not escapism. It's not escapism. And so this is wrong, right? And why is he saying it's about escapism? Okay, now, first of all, this is going to be a little harsh. Okay, I'm going to come at this guy pretty hard here. But I want to remind you, I have total respect for this guy. I don't think he's intending to harm anyone, right? I think he just has a bad idea. He's just shockingly wrong. But good people can be wrong. Very wrong. He's a good person who is very wrong, okay? So here's the issue, right? the reason why people say this escapism thing is they don't want the responsibility, right? The second you sign on to my Dungeons and Dragons, right, where Dungeons and Dragons is about cutting your deficiencies in half, not cutting goblins in half, then you owe everybody at the table your attention, your respect, your care, and your caution, right? But if this is escapism, you don't owe anyone anything, and nothing that happens at the table matters. Escapism doesn't matter. Chug another beer, take another 420. Nobody cares. Nothing you're doing matters there. None of it is good. Don't fool yourself into thinking that's honorable or useful. It's not. Escapism is not good, right? And so he and many others like him, right, try to slap the sticker of escapism onto Dungeons and Dragons. And my problem is that sticker has been slapped onto Dungeons and Dragons. A ton of people believe that Dungeons and Dragons is escapism. And the problem is I'm pulling that freaking sticker off the D&D canon hardback, right? I have to use some kind of cleaning residue to scrub this crap off. That sticker should never been put there, right? It doesn't belong. That's where I'm going. All right, now, he's saying also that it could teach you a valuable moral lesson. No. If you go to 1980s games, all you're going to find is a bunch of prejudice, right? Which we fixed in the modern versions. And that's why you should stay on the modern versions, okay? And so if you're not going to learn a valuable moral lesson, you're going to learn an abominable moral lesson. You're going to learn how to objectify women. You're going to learn how to see women as, bikini armor worthy, You're going to see that, oh, isn't it great when everybody in the game is white and there's no representation here? But that's what you're going to learn, right? You're going to, oh, isn't it great that everybody in this is hetero and there's no LGBTQ we'd have to deal with? These are abominable moral lessons. These are not valuable moral lessons. They are abominable moral lessons that should be avoided at every cost, right? Do not go down this foolish road. Do not blow the dust off the cover of these horrible OSR games, right? Just to reintroduce prejudice into your life. It's a terrible idea. Terrible, right? This was a fantastic video. It was a really fantastic video. This is a great guy getting something outrageously wrong. This is Luke Skywalker all over again, right? He's like in great line from the Force Last Jedi. He's like that's amazing. Every single word in that sentence you just spoke was wrong. This guy's shockingly wrong, but he's a smart guy, and I'm hoping that he can see the error of his ways and realize OSR games should be left in the past. You want to play Dungeons and Dragons, you want to play Marvel, you want to play Star Wars, play the Now edition. Leave prejudice behind. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing and have a fetch millennium.